Hey everyone, welcome back to Agile Unlocked. I'm Coach RL, and today we're diving into the 3 traits that honestly can make or break a Scrum Master. Now, if you've been with me for a while, you know I love a good story. So let's kick things off with a little trip down memory lane. Picture this. It's my first year working with a Scrum team, and we had this Scrum Master. Let's call him Bob. Bob was textbook perfect. He knew every rule, every event, every artifact, but, and this is a big but, he was missing something crucial. He'd run the stand-ups like a robot, check off the boxes, but the team, they were checked out. The energy in those sprints was flatter than my decaf latte on a Monday morning. And I remember thinking, what's missing here? It took me a while, but after reading Lissa Adkins, Coaching Agile Teams, it hit me. Empathy, emotional intelligence, the ability to actually listen, not just hear. That's the secret sauce. I mean, think about it. Have you ever been in a team where you felt like your voice just wasn't heard? Maybe you had an idea or a concern and it just kind of floated away into the ether. It's deflating, right? When a Scrum Master doesn't tune into those signals, the team's morale tanks. And it's not just about being nice. It's about creating a space where people feel safe to speak up, to experiment, to fail and try again. That's what servant leadership is all about. Guiding without commanding, leading without controlling, and it all starts with empathy. I always say, you can have all the certifications in the world, but if you can't connect with your team on a human level, you're just spinning your wheels. So if you're listening and thinking, maybe I've been a little too focused on the process and not enough on the people, you're not alone. I've been there. Most of us have. But the good news is empathy is a skill you can build. Start by really listening, like put the laptop down, make eye contact, and just listen. You'll be amazed at what you pick up. Now, let's talk about courage. And I'm not talking about the run into a burning building kind of courage, though some days it feels like that, right? I mean, the courage to speak up when something's not working, to challenge the status quo, to say, hey, this process isn't serving us. Let's try something different. Scrum actually calls out courage as one of its core values, but honestly, not every Scrum Master really lives it. The best ones do. I've seen teams get stuck in this loop of doing things because that's how we've always done it. And it takes guts for a Scrum Master to say, you know what? Let's pivot. Sometimes that means pushing back on leadership or admitting to the team, hey, I got this wrong. Let's try again. It's not easy, but as we talked about in the episode on data and metrics, you can't improve what you're not willing to look at honestly. Courage is what gets you there. And look, I'm not saying you have to be fearless. I get nervous too, especially when I'm about to suggest something that might ruffle feathers. But if you want to unlock real agility, you've got to be willing to take those risks. That's how you help your team grow. And honestly, how you grow as a Scrum Master. All right, last but definitely not least, curiosity. If empathy is the heart and courage is the backbone, curiosity is the engine that keeps everything moving forward. Agility isn't a destination, it's a journey. And that journey, it's fueled by questions. Why did that sprint go sideways? What can we try next time? How can we make this just a little bit better? The best Scrum Masters I know are always poking around asking, what if? They're not satisfied with good enough. They want to experiment, to learn, to adapt. That's how you get those little wins that add up to big transformation. And honestly, it's what keeps the job interesting. If you're not curious, you're going to get bored, or worse, your team will. So if you're listening and thinking, okay, maybe I need to flex my curiosity muscles a bit more, you're in good company. Every retro, every planning session, every daily stand-up is a chance to ask, how can we do this better? That's how you keep improving, sprint after sprint. All right, that's a wrap for today. We covered empathy, courage, and curiosity, the three traits that, in my experience, separate the good Scrum Masters from the great ones. If you're looking to level up, start with these. And hey, if you missed our last episode on using data to drive improvement, go check it out. It ties in perfectly with today's theme of continuous learning. Thanks for tuning in to Agile Unlocked, and I'll catch you next time.